you know what? Since all of you can still hear me, let's go ahead and jump on over to the reveal for the GMs. Remember, if they chose the same GM, they were presented with 3 choices. If they chose the same person, that's who they got. But if they chose different people, they got the one that neither of them chose, thus spurring anger and possible vengeance. Well, the first GM who they could have chosen, our dear friend Iron GM Kuso6rande, got to show off a game yesterday. It is Garb the Glitcherous. Second, we have Iron GM No Fun Allowed. That's right, busy working on the GDQ game list, possibly. Although I know they have a full committee that does that. He helps out a little bit, you know? Say hello to Mr. Maikuyama. And finally, the last but not least, Iron GM, wait, you're still here? It is our friend Dana. Now, Dana hasn't given out too many games during the tournament so far, but has been here, you know, just sort of waiting in the shadows. And you know what? I think the players knew that because bam, we had Smebble Bear choose Dana. Bam, we had some girl choose Dana. Dana is the GM for the final game today. So Dana, come chat. I want to talk to you about the game that you're giving out and see what you have. Hello there.
Hi.
Dana, people are excited.
You know, I do have to point out that only one of them actually chose me.
Wait, what?
The other one pretended to choose me and actually just rolled a die on the internet. It rolled 3, so they got me.
Oh, are you serious? They used a die?
They used random generator, a number generator.
So a computer chose you, which honestly is more impressive than a person choosing.
You know, I'm kind of okay with that. So I decided I'd give them something with a little bit of RNG in it.
Oh, really? They rolled a die, so you're using RNG. That is fun.
So, I know we're probably going to have some spooktacular games next weekend, but I decided I'd kick it off a little early, since I'm the last game for this week.
Yeah.
So I was like, vampires. Vampires are pretty Halloween-type things.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm a vampire.
You're a vampire.
Well,
are you an Amiga?
No, I'm not an Amiga. I'm an Amigo.
Oh, well, that's close enough.
Yeah.
So we have Amiga vampires for today.
Ooh, what's the game called?
It is called Night Hunter.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh gosh,
I love
it's such a good cover.
It's a very good cover. Ubisoft giving us the game for today.
Ubisoft.
Uber duber. Yeah, that's who it is.
Ubisoft. This game, not gonna lie to you, I didn't get very far in this game. I've seen a decent amount of this game, but I haven't gotten very far in it.
People touch my belly and they call it Ubisoft. There's my joke for you. Yeah, everybody, that's what we've got. Well, scary vampires over on the Amiga. What more could you want on this beautiful pre-Halloween Sunday? Yeah.
Pre-Halloween.
For those
other people were like, hey, let's
yeah.
do spooky games this weekend. And I was like, sure, I can get one. And then everybody picked non-spooky games.
I mean, Miami Vice, to be fair, was pretty spooky.
It was a little scary.
I was scared.
And Duke is in chat, and he's like, oh, I remember this one. I'm like, yes, you do.
Why does Duke remember that? And who is Duke? Did
Duke
he
Donuts, right over there.
Oh yeah, hi Duke Donuts, Mr. Donut Man.
He played it very briefly on his stream when he was just randomly picking up some Amiga games, and I was like, ooh, that looks wonderful. Let me go check that out a bit more. And I was like, yeah, this works great. So this is kind of his fault, a little bit.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Duke. You have wrought pain upon literally everybody today, which is fine. That's what we're here for. This is Kuso6rande, not the, hey, Super Mario 64 World Record Tournament. No, this is Kuso6rande.
Yeah.
Although we have had Mario 64 in one or two different styles. Like the first-person shooter one. That was fun. That was good.
That was a thing. That
And
certainly happened.
Yes, Mario 64. That is all I want. Well, everybody, I do want to say thank you to all of those who have resubscribed, who have dropped bits. Usually, I try to focus more on the games during Kuso6rande than the people who are supporting the channel. But seriously, we're here because of you. Thank you so much for being able to keep this show running for its 6th year. And the 6th, and might I say the best year. This has been fantastic. Honestly,
we've been doing this for 6 years now.
Yeah, kind of scary.
Yeah.
Just
I'm trying
like
to remember when I actually started. I know I wasn't in the first one. I think I was a player in the second one.
Maybe.
And then I was a GM in 3 and up.
Wait, it's not some girl doing the audio, is it?
No, it's not. It's Smibble.
Well, I messed that up. Okay, everybody, calm down. I thought I heard some girl for a second there, and I'm like, pretty sure you're not supposed to be talking, but no, it was.
I love this title screen. Look at the faces on this title screen. They are so good.
Yeah, like the guy with. Actually, they're all pretty good. The priest, he looks like Abe Lincoln from Town with No Name.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, that's not actually Abe Lincoln, whatever.
We know.
So I think we know what types of emotes would be good for this. Any spooky emotes, especially vampires, crosses, any guys with cut off arms, I guess, sleeveless shirts, yeah, bats, anything vampire related.
You can do werewolves too. They're gonna show up, and witches, and you know, just go wild.
Spam now, because I'm starting the countdown. And as soon as I see movement in the game, I will start a timer. Go, go. Alf is a vampire. At least for cats. Well, cat vampire. Scary. Oh, I see a witch. I see mice. Uh-oh. Well, this is really exciting so far.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's a...
what? Come on. Where's my timer? Where? Why didn't you start?
Okay. It started now, so you're good.
Okay, so you tried to warn me about timers. Look, everybody always tries to warn me about timers, but just doesn't work.
Good old purple screen.
Like
I got one screen up.
Yeah. I actually did restart the timer before. It's just that because of some weird glitch, it didn't restart the timer. Yeah. But here we go. We've got Dracula turning into a vat. A vat? No, a bat.
It's Batman.
Maybe he's turning into a vat.
Yeah. All right.
Kodak,
So
get in here. Tell us if this is Batman. Game name is still wrong. There's oh, apparently I failed for today. Look, there has to be at least one match where I mess everything up, and this is the match.
Okay. So, this is a video game. Allegedly.
What? I see there's game to it. There's stairs.
Yeah.
That's usually... Wait, you can turn into a werewolf too?
You can turn into a werewolf
Why
as well.
would you ever be human?
You're not. You're a vampire. Huh?
Well, vampires are corrupted humans. Vampires are not their own species, okay? You cannot have vampires without humans.
And what do you think werewolves are then?
Well, werewolves are humans as well. They cannot exist without humans. Thus the were part.
Yeah.
You know what
so-
were means in werewolf, right? It means we are. So
Oh.
it's we are wolves. We are wolves.
Mm.
Yeah. And
Mm.
only humans can say that. We are wolves. Kata says it comes from weir, which means human. Okay, sure, there's that interpretation.
I guess makes it certainly makes some sort of sense
Yeah.
of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll notice that they both have two bars that seem to stay the same most of the time.
I see
The
them
red
going
one
down
is
quite
the
a bit.
actual
though.
health bar.
Okay, red is
Well-
health. Is blue your magic then?
Blue is your magic, which
Ooh.
determines how long you can stay transformed. And it recharges when you switch back, but it has a max that caps at your life. And stuff like what just happened
right into the water. I love
Is
it.
why you need a lot of health before you go flying.
You don't have a lot of health. You're just gonna turn into a bat for 1 second and then go belly diving. Glub glub glub. Oh, this is so quiet. I might have to put on my own music.
There's very little sound effects and no music, so if you want to turn something on, you can.
We'll have music. This music certainly does not match the gameplay at all, but whatever. This is what you get.
All right. To restore your health, the only one that can do that is the vampire by grabbing somebody and draining their blood. This is a pain in the butt when you end up with just archers on the screen because they tend to stay on the sides and shoot at you because they're archers.
Mm-hmm. I like the crows. Why can't you turn into a crow? That would be even better.
Because you're a vampire and they turn into bats.
Actually,
that's
when
how we
was our last full moon?
I don't know.
It was
Oh,
October
here we go
20th.
again.
I-
Some girls are about to have the same problem. She's gonna make nope.
Some girl? Oh! Yeah. Actually, Dana, let me go ahead and stream my gameplay for you over Discord. That way you are synced up and not like 5 seconds late.
Yeah, because that does happen with me because I have terrible internet.
Well, I can do that for you. There you go. Going live on Discord. You can just watch there. Just be sure to mute it because you'll hear yourself quite a bit. So, full moon was October 20th. Here's the deal. For some reason, I have a little bit of a hard time sleeping, well, right around full moons. And that could explain the last little while. That's just me. I don't know. There are some people who do that. I'm a vampire, though. I'm not a werewolf.
So what you're saying is you're a lunatic.
You're a lunatic. That's not very nice. Wow, I can't believe you say that.
I'm using the original terminology of the lunatic, who is somebody
It
who
is a
like-
bug that sucks blood out of the moon.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Suck the blood out of the moon.
Are you a pest that occurs on the moon that
I'm not on the moon.
you're not on the moon?
No.
I guess.
That's why the
I guess
term's
you're not.
inaccurate. It's inaccurate and dumb.
Fine.
JK, I'm actually a believer in, there's a lot of sensitivity about mental health and such. And yeah, I've got some mental health things to deal with myself. I've got, like, depression, anxiety, ADHD. I've got PTSD. You know, go ahead and throw them all in a bucket and draw them out. I'm there. But I still like using terms like lunatic or like wild or crazy, just as long as you're not calling somebody else that. Like some of the terms are helpful to describe a certain emotion, I feel.
Language evolved is
Yeah.
basically what happens here. And things that were normal to say 10, 20 years ago. Less normal now.
Yeah, but yeah, I am personally okay with things like that as long as it's not using specifically for an insult. But yeah, this Katamari music on top of Night Hunter.
Oh, good.
I kind of like this.
Somebody asked me if this was in any way related to the Neverending Story 2 game, and I don't think so, but I'm going to go look that up. I don't think so.
Yeah, actually, I would say that most clinical terms you should not use outside of clinical settings, as chat is pointing out. Just like everything clinical. No, but seriously, generally don't use them. Like, there's a reason that in the gay community they prefer to be called gays instead of homosexuals.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you're using the clinical term, it sounds weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clinical terms.
You can call me Ray, and you can call me Jay, and you can call me gay, but don't call me homosexual.
Ultimo is saying it's the same engine. That's interesting to me. I wonder how they got that. I don't think they are in any way the same companies. Winter.
Let me see. The designer Olivier Marty also worked on Jupiter's Master Drive, which appears not related. What about the programming? Nick Fitzsimmons worked on Night Hunter, Dream Warrior, and Ace 2. Nothing to do with Neverending Story.
So, Smepple seems to have crashed somehow, which is unfortunate.
Happens to the best of us, you know?
It does. I'm not seeing any link between the two.
Yeah, not even in graphics, but, you know, I don't think there is any link as far as I can tell so far. So, we have an important question for you in chat about saving continues, lives. How does all this work?
Well, that's the funny thing. I didn't even realize it had a loading feature because the load feature pops up right at the start of your game, and if you're pressing the button too fast, it just goes right past it.
Okay.
So I didn't even know, and they asked me in channel, they were like, so what's this load? Can we use the load game? I'm like, load game? So I'm like, okay, fine. Figure out how to save and load, share it with the class. Because I don't want one of them figuring out how to save and load and getting way ahead because they can load. So if either of them can figure out how to actually save the game, they're going to share it with the class so that both of them have a normal
I assume
experience.
that the number that's to the right of the health and magic bar, I assume that that is your life counter.
That is your life count, yes. Meanwhile, they need to collect all 8 objects before they can hit the level, and there are 30 levels.
There are 30 levels? How many levels do you expect us to see?
3?
3? Okay, 3 out of 30.
Maybe?
Maybe.
They might get a decent amount more than that, but as you can see, some girls most of the way through the first level, but is only down to 1 life. So it's like, if the save load works all right, then I could see them getting a decent amount farther.
Okay.
But it's quite possible that like saves only happen every 5 levels or something like that, because I didn't get that far. Game is a lot harder than it looks. The controls are absolutely terrible, by the way.
Oh yeah.
They're making it look somewhat decent, Oh. Smebble was like, it's alright. Crash was fine because I was about to game over anyway, and having power issues at home, so Smebble might blink out for a minute.
Yeah, I'm hearing some of those sounds.
Alright, so I was gonna look up
no,
the...
we got Glover music. This is even more appropriate.
Excellent. Let me grab that manual again so I can explain fully how bad these Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give you this manual because
Sure.
you can read out a story.
Yeah, I would be happy to do that. Share it with me, baby.
There you go.
Yeah. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo-doo-doo. Okay,
I will
let me
point out-
go look.
It is a translation of the French manual because I could not find an English manual anywhere.
Okay, I think I'm
So
ready.
there's that.
Here we go. What is a vampire? A vampire is a person who, although dead... No, this is not working. No. Let me go ahead and do my sort of gritty voice. Here we go. What is a vampire? A vampire is a person who, although dead, is not at rest. It leaves its grave to suck the blood of living people. A vampire can take on the form of a bat or werewolf and lives only during the night hours. It fears the daylight, holy water, spring water, and the crucifix. The only way to kill a vampire instantly is to drive a wooden stick through its heart. The most famous vampire is, without doubt, Count Dracula. Until now, humans have been protected from the remaining vampires, thanks to a number of holy medallions which have helped to keep the balance. I can't do it with this music.
I was wondering how long you were going to be able to hold that.
The music, the freaking music, it got to the hooting part, okay, and I can't. Glover. Woo. Okay. Thanks to a number of holy medallions which have helped to keep the balance on Earth between good and evil. But Count Dracula's plan is to steal these medallions, create chaos on Earth, and become its master again. Professor Van Helsing, the unretiring hunter of the vampires, heard about Dracula's gloomy project. Immediately he formed an army of anti-vampire fighters, set traps, and informed the population in order to prevent Dracula from stealing the medallions. Yeah, there you go.
And now I'm thinking of Harvester because I just watched somebody play through that last night, and that has a growling voice person in it.
Oh, really? Cool.
Oh,
cool.
Harvester's great. Harvester's a great game.
Yeah, I was having fun the other day just playing a little bit more with sort of like really, really uber gravelly voices. And it's fun. It's fun. Unfortunately, I forgot how to do it without making my throat a little bit sore, so I can't do too much more of that. But there's a way that I was doing it the other day that worked out just fine. I could talk for a long time. No problem. Hopefully I can remember.
Yes, while you were doing the narration, some girl did run into one of the mechanics of the game where there is actually a day-night cycle in this game.
What?
And yeah, so if you're outside and day breaks, you die. But in the early dawn morning, right before dawn, the crypts will open up and you can run into the crypt and go take a nap in a coffin and come back out the next night.
I actually, and if you watch the moon in the background, you can probably see it going up and going down. Oh my gosh, that is a fantastic touch. I love it.
That was actually a good mechanic. I enjoyed it.
No,
It was clever.
seriously, I enjoy it. Honestly, any game with vampires needs to have some sort of light mechanic. I've been playing a roguelike recently that's on Steam. I'm trying to remember. It's some hotel. Hotel is in the name. And it's a roguelike where you are a human who is turning into a vampire, and when you are full-on vampire, you do not want light to come through the windows. And so, a lot of the windows are closed, but you can actually break them open to kill vampires that are in the tower. And if you become a vampire, the vampires are your friends then, and light will kill you, and I don't know, it's really a cool roguelike. Highly recommended if you give it a shot.
Ultimo has linked a screenshot of the controls for this game, which you haven't gotten to yet, but they're magic.
Okay, here we go. Golden Crone Hotel. That is the name of the game. Let me go ahead and share just an image of it real quick so people can see. Again, highly recommended on Steam. Very good roguelike that I've been playing. It's not as complicated as a lot of roguelikes out there as well, so I think it's a little bit easier to get into for people. Let me share right here. Golden Crone Hotel. Bam. Scary. It's got a moon on it and everything. Well, there's my roguelike recommendation for the game, everybody, or for the day. I love me a good roguelike.
They are pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. You're saying something about controls.
Controls.
Okay, let me scroll down and see. Okay. Dracula can be controlled only by the joystick. Ah, crap. Can't hypnotize him. Well, that's okay. I suppose he hypnotizes you before you can hypnotize him. That's fair. Okay, the controls are as follows. To turn and walk, move joystick to the left or right. Makes sense. To duck, pull joystick down. To pick up objects, if object is placed on the ground, pull the joystick down. If object is placed over the ground, pull joystick up. I don't understand that, but okay,
there are some that are up higher on tables and such.
Ah, okay. Like the key in Smebelbear's room.
Right there, yes.
Yeah, gonna have to push up instead of down. It's weird, but it works, whatever. Okay, to use a stairway, while you are in front of the stairway, pull the joystick diagonally up to go upstairs, or pull it diagonally down to go downstairs.
That's fairly normal.
Yeah, to enter somewhere. While you are in front of the door or passage, press the fire button while pulling the joystick up. Act in the same way in front of a medallion. Okay, a little bit weird, but not too bad. To catch an enemy and to suck his blood. Oh, good, we get the specific instructions there. Grip his throat by pressing the fire button at the right time and keep it pressed until there is no blood left. So just hold fire at the right time. Until there's no blood left. Okay, to take the shape of a bat, pull the joystick diagonally down and right and press the fire button at the same time. To become a vampire again, do the same thing. So down, right, and fire button.
Now that's the problem. That's a pain.
A little bit, but honestly, Castlevania had stuff like that.
It didn't have diagonal ones.
Well, okay, Symphony of the Night had diagonals, like diagonal inputs that you had to input in order to pull off some of the trickier moves. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but those were more like fighting game moves. They actually flowed together with what you were doing.
Yeah, they did. Okay, I'd agree. That's a little bit odd. I'm not sure.
Also,
okay. To take the shape of
go ahead. Level.
Very nice, Smebelbear. Some girl still making a pretty decent push here. So to take the shape of the werewolf, pull the joystick diagonally down and to the left. So right is bat, left is left is werewolf. Okay. Werewolf can be controlled in the same way as the vampire, but it cannot pick up objects or enter houses. But on the other hand, it can hit its enemies by pushing the fire button. To become a vampire again, you do the same thing to turn into a werewolf. Yeah.
And yeah, you can't hold those very long because when you get hit, you get changed, knocked right out. So.
Gotcha. So it does look like you save after each stage. You press S to save. Thank you, Smebble Bear, for sharing that information. And he says, or they say, this game is an RNG nightmare circus.
I did, in fact, just say at the start of this that since I got RNG picked, I was giving an RNG game.
So,
and Donkey Clonk mentioned it in chat. The item locations in the level are randomized.
Are you serious?
Huh? This is you have to collect 8 items to get through the levels, and they're randomly placed.
I don't like that.
It's not a very good idea. I wasn't a fan.
I mean, it adds replayability? Question mark?
Would you really want to replay this though?
Honestly, this game kind of seems fun. For the Amiga, it's kind of my jam. I'll go ahead and say, yeah, I probably would have played this again. I probably would have when I was young.
I mean, you could do a Halloween stream of your own and just play some spooky games.
I mean, the spookiest games I've been playing lately are the Action 52 games, but you're correct that I could do that. True. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there are plenty of games that are worse than this. This was you know, we're in the first bracket round. We're not going to be truly monstrous yet.
That's fair. So, honestly, I think that with a game like this, yeah, it does have problems, but at the same time, like, as you start learning the mechanics of the game, it'll become easier, and you'll know, I might have to go to this location for an item. If so, I need to make sure I preserve health and don't take too much damage from these enemies. Is it worth fighting them? Is it worth... I'm not sure how Smebble died.
There's a trap on the ground, and suddenly you just die. Amiga bad.
Oh no, Amiga bad.
Apparently it did not save? And Smebble just said, never mind, saving does nothing.
Yeah, I would say that for both of them, like, it's at the point, yeah, just loading back from level 1 is probably the way to go.
I mean, it took 20 minutes to get through that first stage, so... yeah.
But for the first time...
Right.
Yeah. It's going to become easier as the players go. Some girl, give him a hug! Oh my gosh, Van Helsing and his ragtag tree, they can't even hit Dracula. Come on, he's just Dracula. He's not even anyone, like, he's not... I guess Dracula is a legendary vampire, sure, whatever. But you could at least aim.
Kinda.
I mean, you could aim. If I were trying to shoot Dracula, I wouldn't be shooting over his head. I would be shooting at him. And the convenient thing about arrows is that they're made of wood. They automatically count as a wooden stake.
It's true.
You hit him in the heart, he dead. Unless it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you can kill... In that, you can kill Dracula all you want. He's not dead.
I mean... Buffy.
Buffy's so good, Dana.
I actually don't mind Buffy. I didn't watch a lot of it, but alright.
I went back and watched it, I think, last year and this year. It's completely worth watching, I feel. Seriously, the actors did a fantastic job in it. I love it.
I got a kick out of the original movie quite a bit.
See, that's the only Buffy I still have to watch, the original movie. The show is very different.
It's a lot different. Yeah, Castlevania Dracula never really dies. I mean...
He dies many times, but he's good at coming back. Yeah.
He's really good at coming back. Supposedly he actually did die, and then in like '99, and then weird things happened. And
I hope we don't get Cyber Dracula. That would just be... I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about futuristic Cyber Dracula.
so I think some girl might have actually successfully saved because it popped up the actual file select screen.
Huh.
The keyboard in RetroArch is a little weird when it comes down to emulating a PC keyboard. And it may have just occurred that the S key did not actually map to the S key because reasons? Exactly. So that's what somebody brought up in chat. So that is a very possible situation that has occurred, and that some girls might be mapped correctly, or incorrectly, or beneficially. They should be running the same setup, though. So I'm not sure what's up with all of that.
I don't know. I don't know what to think. Honestly, this is a bit of an issue because Smebelbear...
If one can save and one can't, that's a big problem.
Yeah. And Smebelbear did share the information of how to save, and some girl has not shared any information. So, considering that Smebelbear didn't manage to successfully save and shared that information, then some girl did save and didn't share the information. I don't know. I don't know, Dana.
I don't know either. I'm probably about to just say, don't load game. That would make things more fair.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them that. One, you can mention one player can save, one can't. Just from now on, no load game. Yep, load definitely worked for some girl.
I'm gonna...
However, yeah,
it's a problem.
Yeah, go ahead. Some girl may end up let's see, Smebel. Yeah, we're checking right now in Discord. Some girl is asking some questions here. Let's see. Yeah, it just went to the next screen when Smebel pressed S. Yeah.
Okay, so some girl has now reset to the first level again. So they really haven't lost any time because they had just reloaded. So everything's smooth again. We're all good. We're all good.
Yeah, I'm letting some girl know, by the way, that essentially with this specific match, if it does come to be pretty close, some girl did lose some time specifically loading the game because you know, it was working correctly for her. Between loading the game and then getting to the reset and starting over, there could be some extra time granted for her depending. So I'm just throwing that out there, that if it comes down to being a pretty close match, our ref may grant additional time in that
Which
case.
is a perfectly reasonable way for everything to get in. Because emulators.
Yeah, by the way, huge thank you to Cadus for being here and for being our ref. He has done a fantastic job throughout the years and is definitely one who can make the tough calls and be okay with it. Whereas me, I'm a giant sap. At least a lot of the times, because I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. Oh, I want to help. And it's just better if I, like, don't make any calls on the spot, because I almost always make the wrong call on the spot. Whew.
Neville just ran into Van Helsing and got completely clobbered.
Yeah. How did you know it was Van Helsing, though?
Because it is.
Oh, the bald guy? Oh,
yeah, the guy in the trench coat. He just
is Van Helsing always bald?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Wolverine wasn't. When he was Van Helsing.
Yeah, I guess Van Helsing did come from the original novel Dracula. Essentially,
yes.
He was a Dutch doctor. Yeah. And then he had a lot of interest. Oh my gosh. People said that Dr. Robotnik had a lot of degrees. Check this guy out. He had an MD, a DPH, or a doctorate in philosophy, doctorate in literature, an etc. He had a freaking etc. after his... Oh my gosh. After all his degrees. That is scary. You never want to go up against anybody who has an etc. when listing out the degrees.
That's just too many degrees right there.
Yeah.
That's exceptionally hot because there are so many degrees.
Oh my gosh. I guess. Okay, yeah. Let's see.
Oh man, somebody brought it up. Can you imagine his student loan debt?
This was back. Look, okay, back in the day, people would, like, pay you to go to the university, okay? They're like, we need more brains around. No, never mind. It was just rich families that went to university. So his family was definitely rich. That's what I take from this, which means that he doesn't have any debt. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, and that was also, like, back in the day where you could get a degree and actually get paid for it. Come on, it was late 90s that this story was written. He definitely was wealthy, okay? 100%. People described him, by the way. He is a seemingly arbitrary man. This is because he knows what he is talking about better than anyone else. He is a philosopher and a metaphysician, and one of the most advanced scientists of his day, and he has, I believe, an absolutely open mind. This with an iron nerve, a temper of the ice brook, an indomitable resolution, self-command, and toleration exalted from virtues to blessings, and the kindliest and truest heart that beats. These form his equipment for the noble work that he is doing for mankind, work both in theory and practice, for his views are as wide as his all-embracing sympathy. Wow, he's... Oh my gosh. I feel like she was writing for Van Helsing more than Dracula, okay?
Also, he's really good at killing vampires. They didn't mention that, but I think it bears repeating. He's really good at killing vampires.
That was just a description from his former student, okay?
Oh.
John Seward. John Seward, I think, would have married Van Helsing in a heartbeat. If asked.
Yeah, it does kind of sound that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And in the movies, it was Keanu Reeves.
Heck yeah! Oh my gosh, perfect role based on that description. Keanu Reeves, definitely. Yeah. Oh, geez. I got really confused. I was reading this article about Van Helsing. Apparently his wife went insane from grief after their son's death. I saw golf instead of grief, though, and I thought Van Helsing's wife went insane from golf.
Golf can be pretty aggravating.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe not as aggravating as Snolf.
I mean, maybe that's what led Snulf to being so frustrating. Oh my gosh, you want to watch out for those putting ranges. Or drive range. You don't need a range for putting.
Oh! And Snibble walked out the door, and Van Helsing was right there. Instantly killed, because that's what Van Helsing does.
What the crap? Apparently this guy, the steward, or the student of Van Helsing, John Seward, actually saved Van Helsing's life by sucking gangrene out of a wound. That is the grossest thing. Look, if any of you get gangrene, I am sending you to the doctor. I will not put my mouth near that, okay?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Seriously, just wanted to date Van Helsing, I'm telling you.
If I was making terrible jokes in chat.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So here's the big problem with this video game.
Go for it.
After you have figured out how this game works, it's very tedious.
Yeah, I think some girl realizes the sun is up and there's no need to go outside for now because I will die. Although, no, I see stars.
It's not quite up yet. I think she's got a chance to make it to the crypt, which is on the other side.
Yeah, the moon is still in the sky. There is a chance to make it over there. Woo! But gotta hustle and bustle.
He's power walking over there.
I do love that Dracula in this game, like, it really depends on the folklore that you follow, whether or not Dracula is weak to water. In general, vampires, like the story goes that they can't cross bridges over rivers.
Yeah, it's running water.
Yeah, running water. I don't know why. But, like, if that is running water right there, then he shouldn't be able to even fly over it.
Oh.
The crypt is right there, I think.
Right there.
Maybe? Can't go in?
Maybe it needs to be a little later in the day.
Maybe.
Because you have to do it, like, right beforehand.
Could you still hide in, like, inside?
Not sure if you can hide in a room. It's a good question.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yay for this music. Okay, the moon is going down. It might be time. And you can suck his blood out real quick. There we go. Into the crypt. Time to have a little nap. Sleep-a-bye, Dracula. Pop out and people immediately chop you with an axe. That is the Dracula life.
Like, yeah, we saw you go in there.
Yeah. This Beetlejuice music is killing me.
At least it's slightly more relatable to it than, like, Glover.
I don't know. The hooting noise, pretty appropriate for Dracula. There's someone with an axe coming. Yeah, the thing is, I think some girl just needs one more item in this level,
yes.
But where is it?
Good question.
Might be all the way back to the beginning.
It was randomly placed.
Yeah.
Looking for a red key.
As long as, like, enemies aren't holding the keys.
No, they are actually placed on, like, I mean, enemies are also random, which is
apparently some girl walked past the key a couple times.
Uh-oh.
Here's my concern.
Oh, it's hidden in front of the flower pot? Oh, no.
I wouldn't have noticed. I'm colorblind.
Oh, no. I wonder.
Yeah, here's the deal. Smebelbear is on stage 2, if I'm not mistaken, and
yes,
some girl is currently on stage 1.
Stage 2 and is in the lead because of that. has, I can't tell because of resolution, 2 lives, and is about to get all the objects and might even make it to stage 3.
Yeah, let me see. Smebble is currently in the lead. I do want to ask later on just about the ability to actually see that key, if she even can. Just color blindness can be completely unexpected.
Yeah. I would feel super bad if that was the reason she couldn't see it. She just happened to miss it.
She's saying, I swear this last key is not in this level. Let's go ahead and let her keep going. I feel like...
Because if we asked her right now, then she'd kind of guess. It would be kind of a hint if she wasn't.
Donkey Clonk is saying even with normal vision, it's kind of obscured. I figure let's go ahead and let this play out, and let's ask after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to, because I believe she's headed back towards that way, so I kind of want to see it for myself, because I didn't see it.
By the way, I'm just letting some girl know that we can confirm that it's there and that it's not a soft lock. Yeah, I think that is something that is completely acceptable for us to do. Confirm that the key exists. Okay, I'm watching.
Right about here. I think, oh my gosh, that's so hard to see.
Yeah, right past. I can see it.
That's not fair at all.
That is so dumb.
Wow. That is a mean location. Also, check it out. Smebble made it to stage 3, and it's got, like, new terrain.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, as it turns out... Wait, was some girl the one who rolled the dice to choose you?
Yes.
And some girl may get a loss here because of RNG?
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like that's one of those things that you're like, oh. Don't trust to luck, because eventually...
By the way, yeah, one thing that I do want people to know is that RNG... Like, we generally do want game victories to be because of skill, but at the same time, we do not ban things that are exclusively RNG based, you know, because there is still plenty of skill involved in this game. Smebble Bear is doing well, even though they have gotten a little bit better luck.
I mean, aside from that red key being placed where it decided to go, some girls made it to stage 2 before as well. The game is not that cruel most of the time. That one's just real special that it happened to line up red key in front of a flower pot.
Smebble Bear is not happy that the timer persists between levels. You didn't mention that, Dana.
Yeah, well, it's fine. Everything's fine. Until the sun comes up, and then probably not fine.
Honestly, I would be so sad if some girl ends up losing the match solely because I can just imagine the frustration here because
right now
especially
she's probably really irritated about this,
especially since I said, hey, we can confirm that the key is there, but
she's about to walk past it again, I think.
Maybe she'll see it. Let's see. Okay. There's the key. There's the key. She got it.
There! She sees it. And there we go. Yeah.
I'm waiting for her to type in chat. I'm waiting. Because we're going to hear some words.
Oh, she decided... Right now it looks like she's just going... Move on ahead.
Honestly, that is
The better
power
option.
move. It's a better option
Yeah.
for the match. Yeah, she doesn't know how far Smellbear has made it at this point, but yeah, she has that idea. Let's go ahead and just try to make as much progress now that I have the necessary items. I would totally be typing in Discord, okay?
I would have probably been typing in Discord. I wouldn't be able to have the self-control to not complain right then.
So, just so everybody knows, Smellbear is on stage 3, Some Girl on stage 1. There is definitely a separation between the two players. Smellbear getting a full heal, very nice. Managed to get into the crypt just in
And
time.
gets clobbered by archers.
My gosh, look how many objects Smellbear already has. Do you have to get every object before you beat each stage?
Yes, you have to have all 8 before you can get out.
Why do you have to have a freaking piece of paper? Can Dracula even read?
I would assume that Dracula
Actually,
can read.
yeah, I assume Dracula can read. He's kind of like, he's not dumb. You don't live for like millennia by being a dummy.
Right. If you're
Unless
gonna
you're
live
like
that
a
long,
tree. If you're a tree,
you're gonna live that long, you may as well learn how
Yeah.
to read. Otherwise, what are you gonna spend all your time doing? Like,
seducting. My gosh, seducing ladies and then sucking their blood. That's what you do with your time. It's fun.
is it? Do you know this for fact?
I've seen the movies.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Because those were definitely biographies.
By the way, the whole joke about being able to count, about counting, counts, he was originally named Count Dracula, but also vampires kind of are often cursed where they have to count objects. One thing that you could do to get a vampire to not pop out of his coffin is pour a bunch of rice into it, because then when the vampire wakes up, he will just have to count all of the rice before leaving. And simply put, counting all of the rice in the darkness is a very difficult task. Not going to be something that any old vampire can do.
I've never heard this. I think you're making it up.
No, I'm not. I have a book. Yeah, about vampires. This is something that actually legit was believed and that they did. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. But I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's why Sesame my gosh. Sesame Seed Street, Vampire, Count Dracula the Count has to do it. That's why he does it. That's why he counts.
I can believe this.
Yeah.
But man, they never bring that up in the stories.
Also, welcome, yesterday and today especially, my English go bye-bye. He's gone.
You only have 10 more minutes, then you can worry about
I've done
not having English for a while.
10 freaking hours of commentary yesterday and today. I don't want to English no more. I'm done.
That's fair.
Done with it. It's been a long weekend, but it's been a good weekend. I'm really glad that we've been having the matches yesterday and today. It's been a lot of fun. And honestly, the bracket goes by so fast. We don't have a lot of time with each other, everybody, before Kuso6rande is over. So we're
running out of it. And then we'll just have to move on to, 7.
Yeah, less Kuso, more... Well, actually, no, that'll still be Kuso. Never mind. The Kuso never stops. Let it flow, everybody.
Really want to phrase it that way, bro?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on, you don't want it to stop.
No,
If it gets
that is
blocked,
true.
That's even
very
worse. It
unhealthy.
must flow. Eat your fiber, everybody. This stream has been brought to you by Benefiber. Sure. Yeah, that one. Oh, my brains. They need a rest, Dana. I need a rest.
You got 8 minutes, and then you can rest.
But I want to rest now.
You actually have a little more than 8 minutes because you do have to talk to people after the match.
Yeah.
Sign off.
Yeah.
Then you can go rest.
How come Ubisoft is the best player for this game? Seriously. Good job, Ubisoft.
Because they're cheaters.
Mm.
Smibble almost made it to the 4th stage, but...
So close. The key. Save.
Yeah, as you can see, Smibble was trying to type stuff, but their keyboard was not cooperating because it's set up weird, apparently.
Yep. For those who are watching, yes, some girl did manage to find the key. I believe some girl just needs one more object in this level? Or is this level? Yeah. Is this level 1 still?
This is level 2, so...
Oh, she might be able to get through level 2 super quickly.
It's not outside possibility, as long as she doesn't die, because she is on her last life, that she could actually pass. Because...
Oh, we got Ghosts and Goblins music now. This is even more appropriate. I love it. Oh, there's the candelabra. Doesn't matter, though. You need a cross. I love the witch that just swoops by and doesn't really do anything.
So, the manuals... I wondered about this for a while, and somebody brought it up when they were reading the manual for the match. The manual says that the witch and Van Helsing are invisible. And I kind of was like, why? But I could see them right there. And then they must mean invincible. It's like, yeah, that makes a lot more sense because this is a weird translation from the French manual. So,
I mean, it also says that the bat and the werewolf are insensitive to certain weapons. It's like, oh, you got a sword? What a stupid sword! I hate your sword. Yeah, he's being insensitive. Yeah. If you have taken the shape of a bat, be careful not to transform back into a vampire while you are over water. Very smart. Yeah, Van Helsing is your most dangerous enemy. If he appears, avoid him carefully.
Van Helsing is actually kind of a jerk in this.
I mean, he's very murderous in this game. It's kind of amazing. Hey, some girl into the next stage, stage 3. Remember, by the way, that because of us talking to some girl about the save issues and making her start over despite trying some after a load, there may be some additional time given to her. It is Cadis's call. Our referee's call, if that is going to be what we do. So don't forget that. There could be a little bonus time at the end, and I think the call should probably come relatively soon.
Yep.
That way, the players don't just automatically shut off the game and, you know, that's that. With that said, some girl is currently on stage 3. I believe Smebble Bear made it to stage 4, right?
No, Smebble died right before getting to the door.
Oh, no.
They had all the objects, so some girl's going to have to put in a lot of work in this last 5 minutes to catch up. But it is very possible.
It's doable. I think it's doable. Just got to get all of the items and get to the door.
You already got 4, so...
4 out of 8.
And not die.
Yeah, the thing is, as soon as you leave a door, there is a reasonable chance, like, Van Helsing could be right there. You just don't know. I don't like the birds.
The birds are kind of jerks, because that is a function of birds in video games.
Total patooties. Seriously. Okay, we... Oh no!
The bird
The bird picks you up?
And just carries you off.
In the same
it's a very strong bird.
Yeah, I thought Dracula at least weighed a little bit. Like, he's not just a shell. Pretty sure he might be.
Does a Dracula weigh as much as a bat even when in a human form?
One Dracula equals one bat. Yeah.
All right, 3 minutes, 2 items, and has to find the door out as well.
I mean, this is very doable. There's a
Extremely
key.
possible.
There, she got the red key. It was right in front of a red tree. Oh my
Of
gosh,
course it
I
was.
hate that. I hate that so much. So very much. But I am very glad that the same troll didn't get her twice. It only got her once. For a very, very long time, but once.
It was a fool me once.
The light is coming up for some girl, but it may not matter if she is able to find the final item here. I do not see a cross there.
Get in there either.
Yeah. She's gonna turn into a bat. Yeah, the moon is still pretty high up. She has a decent amount of time before it would be crypt time, but we've got 2 minutes left in this match. If some girl gets a game over, by the way, it doesn't matter about bonus time. It's gonna be, the match will be done at that point. So if Van Helsing shows up, it could just be game over right then. Or if the sun comes up, it is game over, match over right then. But if
It's
not, some
very,
girl
very
could
close.
have a comeback. Yeah, I do not. Wait, there's
see it
the
in here
cross.
either.
She got it.
Oh. Just has to find the way
But
out.
there's Van Helsing. She's trying to fly over Van Helsing. Oh my gosh!
no,
The water, the water, the water, the water, the water!
Oh, that was scary.
Oh, why do you do this to me?
Okay, the door's probably very close by.
Probably, yeah. Or Van Helsing. Oh my gosh, yeah, one
I mean, they
mistake
dodged.
at this point will be enough to lose this match. There's a door up there, but I don't think
I
that...
don't know if those doors actually do anything.
I don't know.
This is very, very
This
close.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
there
the
it is.
door.
All you have to do is get to it.
Oh, yeah, if you get in that door, you are good. And she made it.
In the last 30 seconds.
Last 30 seconds, Sun Girl makes the comeback and takes the victory today. Let's go ahead and let the last little bit play out because we won't need extra time. We are done here. And Dracula dissolves. You know what? Let's just rock out to the rest of this music and oh my gosh. What a wonderful match. That is time, everybody. This is what Kuso6rande is all about. Let's go ahead and invite them both to come chat. Yeah. Yeah, some girl in the very last minute of the game managed
Very last minute.
to take the lead and win this match. Seriously, she was very, very frustrated about that stupid key, the red key in front of the red pot. That is so dumb. And apparently she found it because she was crouching to dodge a shot. That is literally the only thing that caused her to find
She picked it
that
up on
key.
accident. Wow. Wow.
I'm trying to invite them, but they're too busy talking about this game. Some girl, oh my gosh. You gave me a heart attack. But
Gave
only
myself a heart
figuratively.
attack.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
god.
found that key on accident. That blows my mind.
That key was ridiculous. I'm so mad.
We all watched you walk past it several times, and
Oh
It just looked like part of the pot.
it did. I didn't see it the first couple times, and then somebody in chat mentioned it was right there, and I was like, I can't believe it's right there.
This was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, plus I was like admittedly kind of tilted about the whole save thing because I like made it to stage 2 with a bunch of lives left. I was like, great, I got my save, I'm good. Then I loaded my save and they're like, oh, by the way, don't load your save. Like, God.
Yeah. That's why we talked a little bit about granting you extra time. Honestly, getting there with extra saves and then loading, luckily that didn't matter. Let's go ahead and bring Smebblebear in. Hello there, Smebblebear, welcome, and holy guacamole, that was nuts.
It was... That was crazy.
Wait, who am I listening to? No, mute. Okay, yeah, Smebblebear, we can hear you now. How are you doing? I think we can hear you.
I hate Amiga platformers. This was everything I hated about Amiga platformers.
This game was something.
Yeah, it might have been
God.
good if it wasn't pure RNG. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, the randomness.
That's what happens when people pick me by RNG.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, now we know that rolling the dice is possibly the most dangerous thing to do when Dana's around.
Yeah, I don't think Smebble actually knows what I did, so...
Smebble, you were almost saved because of RNG, honestly. Because here's the deal, some girl spent forever walking around trying to find one of the keys. Why? It was the red key right in front of a red pot outside. It looked just like the background.
Oh,
It was insane. I literally walked back and forth across the level like 6 times. Like, where is this thing? And I was just ducking to dodge an arrow, and I picked it up. And I was like, what? Like, I was staring right at the screen, and I did not see a key there. Like,
That's what I was worried about, that I'd be constantly missing things because you never know where they're going to be or what I'd be looking for.
I do have to ask,
I
That
remembered-
happened to me.
are
You
either
were
of you
in the lead
colorblind?
almost the entire time.
I am not colorblind.
Okay, because I'm colorblind. I was able to pick it out if I like leaned in close and paid careful attention. But
Yeah. And I remembered on one of my earlier attempts, one of the gray keys was on top of one of the like suit of armors, like in its hand,
well,
which was
I mean, that's
also kind
cool.
of crazy.
that's cool. Yeah, some girl. I actually thought that on level 3, right towards the end, before you finished it, there was the red key in front of the red tree. I was like, oh no, oh
No, I learned.
yeah. I was so scared for you. Like, Smebblebear, it was in the last 30 seconds that some girl won.
We finished level 3. I got like one item
Well,
on
it
level
sounds like
4 and then
you would've
game
won
over.
if it
So
wasn't it sounds like she would have won if she wasn't for if the red key was in a normal place, let's say.
I mean, there's
would've
a
won
lot of things could have changed if things were different, you know? That's just how the game goes. You probably would have won if you hadn't gotten randomly sniped by Van Helsing sometime.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I wasn't
That's
that
a jerk
formed.
to you, Smebble.
Yeah, Smebble, he was just there for you. But some girl, like, I
What
was
happened
watching
was-
the end, and he kept popping up before you were getting to the door. He was everywhere. He's like, hey, I'm Van
Oh,
Helsing.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, my first time getting all the items in level 1, I walked out of the door and immediately got stabbed by Van Helsing, like, within
Yep.
a quarter of a second of going through the door and game over.
I love it.
Yep, same.
That's why my high score is LOL, because I was laughing really hard when that happened. Like, I got
I
there,
don't know why
let's
I-
get here, then immediately... Oh,
Yeah, honestly, this could have gone either way based off of your performances. You both did absolutely amazing here. I had a lot of fun. Seriously, Smebblebear, you should go and rewatch this because it got so intense at the end. And,
yeah, I could feel it, like... When
yeah,
Kate
yeah,
was talking
we were
about
all
bonus
like-
time and Snubble's like, oh, I can't get back to where I was like, oh, this probably means me. I need to get a little farther.
yeah, consider.
Yeah, one
Okay,
quick question.
yes,
What does werewolf form do?
I never used it.
you can punch
Not a
things, I
clue.
guess.
But isn't
Yeah, but
punching
they
just
don't die when you
worse
punch
than...
them.
Punching
Yeah,
is literally worse. I
Because
can't
you
imagine
don't
why
suck
you would
the-
want to use it.
yeah, werewolf is pretty much the worst. Yeah.
It's like a vampire, but you don't heal, so it's just completely worthless.
Well, you don't die from Van Helsing if you get hit by while in werewolf form. I found that out.
Oh.
But you just revert back to vampire form and he stabs you again anyway, so...
Yeah, I was just flying over Van Helsing once I was like, alright, I'm just gonna switch to bat and fly, because I realized that, like, transformation meter doesn't actually, like, deplete exactly, right? It, like, every time you go back to vampire, it refills the meter, so I was like, well, there's no reason not to be flying everywhere.
Yeah, honestly,
I did see both of you run out of bat meter over a lake.
I was doing like my first run, and I was like, all right, I got this.
Yeah, that was
Well,
silly. I loved it.
My farthest run, I was over a lake, and a sniper arrow guy shot directly up, I wasn't even sure they could do. And that hit me, and then I just sort of glided down into the lake, and that was it.
Yeah, the animation where you like untransform, he like slowly arcs downward. It's really funny.
I love it too. Well, you know what? This has been a fantastic weekend. This was the way to end the first weekend for the brackets. It seriously was a lot of fun, and I'm just over the moon with how that went. And yeah, Some Girl, I know that you had the frustration where you had to start the game all the way over after making it to level 2 and figuring out how to save.
I don't know what happened, so...
Yeah,
well,
but
that's just how it goes sometimes.
Literally didn't work. Probably something related to the scroll lock.
Oh yeah, Amiga keybinds, I don't know, this...
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's why we would have given you extra time if it was relevant, because of all of that. So thank you both for being fantastic sports. I'm excited to see how both of you do in your next match. Like Smebble Bear, you were so close. Oh, so close.
It was literally seconds because you had all 8 you had all 8 objects in stage 3. And then Some Girl, right in the last 30 seconds, managed to actually go through the stage 3 door to stage 4.
Well,
Okay, well, I gotta watch this then.
Yeah,
I got one item, and then got like that enemy in level 4. I saw it like once. She like hits you with something, and you're stunned for like 3 full seconds.
Yeah, then the sun came out, and that wasn't great. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call that good then. So Tuesday night, we generally have Don't Make Us Bored. Plan on that, everybody. I'll probably have more Action 52, and I imagine this next weekend, more Kuso6rande. Although on Halloween, we might not check the schedule. We'll make sure everything is updated over the next few days. Well, I'm going to go ahead and raid the Great Gilder Sneeze, everybody. He is currently doing a Halloween special himself. Did we have a good raid message? Congratulations.
Gotta get some of the words from that intro to the Pikachu game.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's just Celine Dion. Kind of like congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. And I will see you all later this week. See ya, Dana, Smebble Bear, Some Girl.
Goodbye.
Take care of us.
Take care.
Later.
Oh! You can also raid with You Are My Nightmare chat if you want. It is up to you. Okay, bye!